What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to Gibraltar United. So here we are, we're at the World Cup second round game. We ended up getting tied to Premier Division side St Joseph's, bracket Gibraltar. I imagine there's another one out there. So it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a game that will give us a good indication of how we could potentially be doing next season. As you can see at the top, we're currently first in the second division, so it looks like we're on course to get promoted. And if that is true, like I said, this will be a really good indication. And plus, going into this game, we are also favourites. So, a few things before I start. I want to point out, Shane Crisp actually commented on the first video. I'm not sure if he's still watching this, but it's sad to say, mate, you're currently not even in my senior squad. You've fallen a bit down the pecking order. You're about 5th best defender or centre back in my team right now. I imagine at some point in the future, maybe if we get promoted, you'll probably be released and you'll probably end up going to a different team. But you're still captain, so I guess technically if we were to win anything this season, you'd get to lift something theoretically, virtually, whatever. You know how it is. Things have panned out differently than clearly probably what they are in real life. But that was just a little side note. Let's talk about Gibraltar. Now I have something I haven't done. Let's go into transfers. Actually, I want to talk about transfers because then I can go onto a tangent. So the players we brought in, you already know about 4 of them. You already know about Miguel de los Rios Vecino. Sorry. You already know about Carl Santos. You already know about Dandan Trong, and you already know about Christian Mena Jimenez. I believe you know about Jimenez. Actually, you may not know. Actually, no, you won't know about Jimenez. Sorry, let's talk about Jimenez. He's a striker we brought in. Not particularly great. He's actually in the reserves, as you can see. Not really good, but he came from Angels, and again, anyone I can bring in from Angels is better because it's one less player they have. And with Trong as well, I think he's in my reserves. Yeah, he's not very good. So I don't know how Angels are doing so well. And the last guy we brought in was Jamal Sebtalu, I think, maybe pronounced like that. He's a right midfielder. He looks pretty decent, but currently he's not starting. We've already got 2 good right midfielders. I just saw him there. I thought he could be a good addition to the side. So we currently just squad depth, nothing more than that. But also you'll be able to see that we released a lot of players on the 31st of December. This isn't because all of them wanted to leave or you know, people weren't, the board said I had to release some players or something like that. This is personal choice. Now, I went into my reserves and on the 31st of December, and I was like, Jesus Christ! So if I go on my squad now, you'll see this is the amount of players. I had to scroll down in my reserves to see all my reserve players. I was like, well, I've got too many players at this squad, and it's not costing me any money. But I don't like that. I don't want all these players at my squad cluttering it up. At one point, I would have had to have released them all, so I thought I'd do it now to all the players who weren't good enough. So that's what that is. That's why all these players are released. I'm not going to go through any of them. They're not important. You know, they haven't contributed anything to this, so I'm not going to go through it. But the thing I was going to go off on a tangent on was staff. Now, I haven't shown you the staff I brought in and out. So when I came in originally on the 15th of July, I released every single staff member. Just let him go. I didn't need him. I decided, you know what, you're better out. Also, we lost Joseph Falero. He joined Lincoln, one of the best teams in Gibraltar, if not the best team in Gibraltar. He joined them as a reserve manager, so we lost our reserve manager. So what I did is I brought in all new staff members. We brought in a new assistant manager. He ended up being released about a month or 2 into. That's about 2 months into his time here. He is now actually a manager in our division, and he's actually 3rd, so he's doing decently well there. We brought in some coaches. We brought in Nicholas Galviso, sorry, I said that wrong. The I's and the L's look really similar on this. We also brought in a new physio, Nathan De La Rosa. We brought in we're in the chief scout, and actually the only scout we were allowed for a long time, which is Stefan Considero. I have no idea. Again, the I's and the G's look so similar to me. I can't tell the difference. I can't tell if that's an I or, so I think it's Consigello, Guerrero or something like that. I believe I pretty decent scout. But we really did lack any staff. We were only allowed 2 coaches at the start, 1 scout, a reserve manager, and assistant manager, and that was it. So I was, really weren't allowed to do a lot. So what I ended up doing is I released my assistant manager and brought in a new one, Tony O'Connor. I think he's a better assistant manager, Irish as well, which adds to the scouting range that we know. So that was a plus. And quite recently in December, like the 31st of December and the 1st of January, as you can see, I actually asked, or not the first, not these 2 dates, but a little bit before that, around probably Christmas time, I asked the board, can I have an additional coach? And they said no, they rejected it down, and I replied like, oh, come on, the lack of ambition here, or I said, you know, it would really help me reach my goals, and they said, yeah, fine, we'll give you an additional coach. And I asked the same for a scout, and they said, yeah, we'll give you an additional scout. So I ended up getting an additional coach and scout, which is brilliant because, you know, with the additional scout, which is Victor, I'm able to now scout more players, which is called benefiting the amount of players we know about. And I also brought in a new coach, Paul Reed, which is, again, benefiting the side because it means my coaching is spread out a little bit more. So here is currently my coaching. Actually, I haven't fiddled with my coaching since this guy came. So let me do it now. With my coaching, I kind of wanted to see if I could distribute some stats a little bit better, see if I could improve the ratings. Can we get you anywhere which would actually, you're better there, get me up to 3 stars. So as you can see, my coaching's not too bad. Goalkeeping isn't great, fitness isn't great either, but I can't find a fitness and goalkeeping coach currently, so I will have to do as the goalkeeping coach and Nicolas Galviso, sorry, again butchered that. He'll have to do for the fitness coach, but still pretty decent coaching all around the board. Tactically, defending as well, it's all pretty solid. So yeah, I'm happy with the coaching, and that's something I just wanted to talk about. I realized I hadn't really spoke about that before. But let's go into the league table. So I already said, you know, I already sort of spoiled it a little bit, I guess, by saying that we were in first place. Let me go home. Let me get the league table up, or how can I get the league table up quickly? There. I already spoiled it a little by saying we were in first place, but we are still undefeated. We've won 12, drawn 2. In fact, we've won every single game since you last saw me. We are on fire currently, and Angels actually drew a game previous to this just a bit before this recording, like a few days ago, and before this recording. So that is why they're currently 3 points behind us. So we are looking very positive and looking like we are going to be getting promoted. We've played every team now as well. You know, we're just over the halfway mark. We've played all 13 teams in the league, and we have looked unstoppable against all of them. So, you know, I would say, like I said, this game against St. Joseph's is going to be a really good indication of how well we can do. So, let's go into the fixtures and have a look at it. So, last time I left you off was the Gibraltar and Scorpions game. Following that, we beat Leo FC 1-0 with Marsden getting the only goal. If I can actually insert a column, or customize current view, sorry, and add in the goal scorers right now. There you go, guys. You'll be able to actually see who scored the goals. Let me just probably, wow, the names are so long. Anyway, yeah, so Marston got the only goal there. We then beat Cannons 5-0 in what was a pretty comfortable game, to say the least. With De Rosario getting a hat-trick, the first ever time we got a hat-trick for the club, which is great. We then had a very nervy game against Europa Point. Now, this is actually the guy who was in charge of Europa Point at this current time was the original manager of Gibraltar United. He's now sacked there, so he's no longer there. They got the boot a few games after this. But as you can, if we look at the game, you know, they took the lead, we equalised. They took the lead again in the 30th minute. They then got another goal in the 60th minute. And we got a bloke sent off just before half-time, Gareth Lopez. So at that point, they were 3-1 up. We were down to 10 men. It looked like the game was theirs and we were going to lose our first game of the season. But I went attacking. I kept my 2 guys up front. I put 3 in the middle, so only 1 sent them instead of the normal 2 that you get in a 4-4-2. And it paid off massively. I made a few substitutions as well. Guerrero came on and scored twice. Santos scored as well, the goalkeeper. And De Rosario also scored. So we had managed to turn that around down to 10 men. What a great bit of comeback there, and that I think is a prime example of why we should be champions. After that as well, we played Angels and we won 3-1. Pretty comfortable win in the end, despite the fact they took the lead. We bounced back just before half time. We got 2 very quick goals from Marsden, and we got another one later on just to make the result look a lot more comfortable. So good win against Angels, and then we beat Hound Dogs 3-0, and we beat Gibraltar Phoenix very recently 6-1 in a very, very easy game. Shame we couldn't keep the clean sheet, but still, what an easy, you know, we glided through them past 2 games. So we go into today's game in the Rock Cup, and already knowing who we could potentially be getting in the next round. It is Gibraltar Phoenix or Glacius United, I believe it's pronounced, or Glacius? I have no idea. I will learn that. Don't worry. But so, yeah, the cups. I'm looking forward to these cup competitions. As you can see, we've got the Gibraltarian Division 2 League Cup, and I think this is a cup competition we've got to be favourites for. Everyone in League 2, everyone in Division 2, I should say, enters this. And actually, as you can see, Angels aren't even in it. They must have got knocked out in the first round. No, they didn't. Where are they? Did I just not see them? Or are they entering the semis? Where are they? I guess they didn't enter this competition for some reason, or for whatever reason. So, either way, I'm looking at these teams and I say we've got a beating of all of them. So I really want to win this cup. I think that the second division is ours as well. I'd say we really should win the league from this point on. Unless we completely fall apart, which I don't see happening, we should walk away with this league title. And so the only thing left is the Gibraltar and Rock Cup. And if I go on my schedule again quickly and look at this, as you can see, we're currently favourites to win this game. We look really, really good against the teams in our division. If we look good today and get a comfortable result against St. Joseph's, I would say the Rock Cup is potentially something we could win. St. Joseph as well won the cup, not last year, but the year before, the 2 years before that. So we're playing a team who clearly, you know, got some good players in them. We've actually signed a few players of theirs as well. If I go on my transfer history and actually go on my players, we signed Jose Antonio Pico Perez. We signed Jose Luis Romero Jimenez from them as well. So, you know, we've got a few of their ex-players returning to play against them. So let's see if they can get a, you know, see what kind of response we can get. So this will be the team that goes out today. A few differences from what you last saw me. Jamie Carlin comes into the team, 22 years of age, young goalkeeper. I just sort of thought, why not throw a young goalkeeper in the mix? And he's done well so far, so I'm going to keep him in for this big game, this big occasion. Elsewhere, though, it's just, you know, a standard team I would expect to play, or, you know, you should expect to see since all the new signings have come in and all that. On the bench, though, a few other, one new feature guy that you probably you haven't seen before. Nick Norton Rumbo, 18 years of age, Gibraltar centre midfielder. I kind of wanted to put through him, I'll try and play a few more Gibraltarian players, because if you look at my squad, or the starting 11 in particular, you know, you'll see that we've only got 4 players from Gibraltar actually in the starting 11. So that's not really acceptable, is it? I mean, for a small club in this level from this country, you really would expect them to have majority of their players coming from Gibraltar, but you know, we don't currently. I mean, these players could all potentially play for the Gibraltar national team, but you know, I want to in a way try and see if I can incorporate as many young players as I can who are from Gibraltar. And, you know, a way of me doing that without actually affecting the first team is trying to put a few of them on the bench. It's probably one of the reasons I actually put Carlin in. Subconsciously, I probably did. I saw that. But yeah, that's why Norton Rambo's in there. And plus, he's got good potential. You know, it wouldn't hurt anyone to see if we can grow into something great. So let's jump into the game. You already saw the starting lineup, so we're just going to jump in. So Gibraltar United are a good side. I think they have enough quality to see off the challenge of St. Joseph's Gibraltar today. That is quite a bold statement there. And also, something I should point out as well, St. Joseph's, if I can find a way to click on them, in the Premier Division are currently in 4th place. So that's about mid-table, but still, you know, they're not far off the, you know, challenging for a title. So for us to be, you know, for them to be saying that about us, I'm looking forward to playing in a higher division next year, hopefully, if we get promoted, obviously. Let's ask what O'Connor thinks. Good team talk. So here we go, St. Joseph's Gibraltar versus Gibraltar United. Let's see what we can do. And let's hope that we can get a real positive result, progress through to the next round of the Cup, because that would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. Alright, we've got the ball now. Lopez, build-up play. Beautiful ball over the top to Duracio. May with the ball out wide. Whips this one in. Marston's there. Duracio is there, though. Marston's shot was blocked, but Duracio manages to find the back of the net, giving us a 1-0 lead in the Rock Cup. May with a really good cross in to find Marston. Shamey's shot was originally blocked, but a bit of luck, you know, for it to fall to one of our players in the box. But either way, good finish good goal, good way to start the game. 1-0 up. Jamie Carlin as well, our young goalkeeper. He's currently captain. Apparently he's our best, most suitable captain as well. Wow, 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 wow. Romero Jimenez. What an incredible free kick. Playing against his old side as well. I think he was one of the players. Yeah, playing against his old side. That is brilliant. Absolute class. Also, you know, he's actually our new free kick taker since Chipol, who was our old one, who was the centre back, is no longer actually in the starting 11s or in the starting lineups anymore. So, good to see that he actually scored one. I think that was one of the first ones he scored. I don't remember him scoring any before. I didn't read it at the bottom as well if it said it was his first goal. Well, here's Jimenez with the ball now, yet again. Keeping it lovely. We're actually playing it around. We've got a lot of the ball. St. Joseph yet to have a shot on target. This is going ideal so far. This has been ideal. There you go. I said that correctly. Grammar, how does it work? Oh! I'm sorry about the cough, guys. I've got a tickle in my throat. I probably should pause. But anyway, Marston with the goal. Giving us a 3-0 scoreline. And surely that is us through to the next round or the cup. Bear with a brilliant run down the left, skipping past or really beating 2 defenders. And Duracio doing enough to somehow getting that ball to Marston. Even if it didn't hit Duracio, he was somehow involved in that play to put the defenders off enough to make them have a poor clearance. As oh no, we've been outpaced in defence, and lucky for us, this level of football isn't good enough to capitalise on a mistake like that. Or at least St. Joseph's striker wasn't good enough to do that. As Duracio's through now. Oh, I was about to say, we could make them pay for their wasted opportunity down their end. I mean, okay, it would have made the scoreline 3-1, which isn't exactly great, but, you know, maybe could have sparked something in them. It's Jimenez with a free kick right on the edge of the box, though. I think it's too close, surely, to score. He's rattled the crossbar, though, and in fact, Mayer scored from the rebound. Very, very fortunate a lot of our goals today. We've been very lucky. But sometimes you need a bit of luck in the cups. It was a really good free kick to hit the crossbar. Sanchez's clearance bounced off the back of one of his players and May scores. I hate seeing goals like that on FM. I see a lot of them from free kicks where they hit the crossbar or the keeper saves it and the rebound goes in. But you know, whatever, I'm going to take it. It's 4-0 to us. Oh, unable to keep a clean sheet. Nathan Santos getting what could be a consolation goal or could even be the start of a surprising fight back for St. Joseph's. Let's hope it's the first. Carlin should be doing better there. He was right there. Should have got 2 firm hands to it, not 1 flimsy one. But there you go, half-time 4-1. And good all in league, guys. Keep up your performance levels. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm very happy with your efforts in the final. No, damn it, that didn't change anything. Crap, that was a bad team talk. That was a misjudgment on my behalf. That was my bad. But then, this could also be us out of the cup. If team talks have that big of an effect, I don't really know on this game. They did last time. And I'm sure they would this time as well. Jose Luis Romero Jimenez is looking tired. I may have to take him off if his condition doesn't improve. His condition's actually getting worse. So yeah, we'll take him off. We'll bring Nick Norton Rumbo on. We will also take off Santos and we'll actually bring on Jose Luis and Enrique as well. Just to see if we can, you know, stay solid at the back and also add a pair of fresh legs in the centre of the pitch, where they'll probably be needed. As we've got a free kick, we've got a corner now. Rumbo's crossed this one in, almost getting an assist on what would have been his second appearance for the club. And May sends that one over, so that's quite poor. Still, the highlights going on. Maybe we could even get another chance here. They've distributed the ball short. If we can close them down enough. We haven't, and actually it's a really good ball to Garcia. He's now one-on-one with the defender. Even better ball in, and lucky with the offside, but still a good save from Carlin. You can't take that away from him. You know, he didn't know it was offside, yet he still produced a good save. Is Rumbo with the free kick. Rumbo also is a pretty good set-piece taker. I think, again, that's one of the reasons I put him on the bench, because if I do bring him on, you know, he can take some corners, he can take some free kicks, and still cause a lot of trouble for the other team, because set-pieces are vital at this level. Here's Gonzalez Garcia to Bear. Better whip this one in. Di Rosario. I said that differently there. I'm so sorry. That is... no, did I? I don't even know. That's why I paused when I said it when his name scored, because it was processing in my mind. I probably recorded this a little too late at night. Next time, not this late recording. But 5-1 on the day. And this is us through to the next round. I don't actually know if anyone else is playing or when the other teams play in this competition. So, you know, I don't know if we can find out who will be playing today or tomorrow or ever in game time. But, oh wow, good save from Carlin there. Dangerous long shot from the St. Joseph player. And it's still not completely clear of it yet. They've got a corner. We've headed it away just about. Oh no, no, right, good header away. I didn't want to see that ball being looped in. What are we now? 77th minute? I think we can make our last sub. Yeah, let's make our last sub. Who's looking very tired? Everyone. We'll take May off, and we will bring. Actually, no, we won't take May off. We will take. We'll take. Because of only 5 subs, we're limited to what we can actually take off. We'll take Lopez off. We'll bring Victor on. We'll swap you two around. Play Rambo in the more defensive of the midfield roles. Played Victor in the more of the attacking of the midfield roles, centre mid roles. Oh, of course. Victor right back. I actually think May right back is more suited. Yeah, May can play right back. So yeah, that's great. Down to 10 men for the last 8 minutes of the match. That'll tire them out even more. That is exactly what I needed. I mean, it's not like the fixture lists are congested at this level. There's only there's only 26 games all season, and they're pretty spread out. I mean, some games only have 1 game a month. Some months, I should say, only have 1 game a month. Some might have like 3, maybe 4 at a push. But right now, I think the fixture list coming up is quite congested due to cups and stuff. So don't really need tiredness. Didn't really need that red card either. Or that injury, sorry, not that injury to Lopez. Ah, oh, what a goal for Santos. Really good finish. They probably deserve another goal as well. They've had a few decent opportunities. So yeah, I'll give that to them. But it should still be us through. Unless, I don't like the fact there's another highlight. I don't want to go counter. No, don't. Oh, good block. Who was that? I don't even know who that was, but whoever it was, good block. Great block. If they scored again, if they'd scored again right there, I would have thought they were going to level it up. Oh no, he's got to be off. He had to be off there, surely. A second bookable offence. Oh, we've scored again. Victor has scored. Playing right back. Somehow Victor is up near the left-hand side of the pitch and he's scored a goal. Oh no, he's playing right mid, isn't he? Sorry, I put May there. Sorry, yeah. But still, right midfielder. He's somehow drifted all the way inside and managed to score that one. Either way, good goal. 6-2. Very comfortable result. And I do think we can get a treble this season. I really do. Very nice victory. Well done. I got to turn up to him passionately. It was against a bigger team. You know, we're not exactly expected to do anything. So for us to win is brilliant. We'll do that off camera. But the next time I will meet you back, I'm sort of thinking. There's not many games. There's not many things left in the season. But if we get to get to a final or something, I imagine I'll do another live com. I don't want to post too many live coms in this first, or too many updates in this first season. So what I will do is I'll decide at a later point and a later date when I'll meet you back. I won't meet you back for the Rock Cup quarterfinal, probably. If there's maybe the Division 2 Cup final, maybe I could do that. I don't know. Like I say, I will probably do an update sometime in March, but at what point in March I don't know. Again, it will depend upon fixtures that could potentially come up and how well we do in the cup competitions. So whenever I meet you back, guys, until then, peace out.